What you're currently watching is footage of me playing Spider-Man Remastered on my laptop. I just want to clarify that this is not Spider-Man 2. I don't have Spider-Man 2. I don't have the web wings, the symbiote suits, and I can't cross the bridges. This is, in fact, Spider-Man Remastered, or Spider-Man 1 as I like to call it. It was released on PC 2 years ago. I finished it 2 years ago, but every now and then I'll reinstall it and play it for a few minutes and absolutely fall in love with it all over again. Full disclaimer, I don't really cover games on this channel, I cover shows and films. I'm a film student and an aspiring filmmaker, so I apologize if I'm unable to properly convey the essence of what makes this game special in this video, but I'd still love to try, because this game is so good and deserves the effort. So excuse me as I gush over this game for the next 7 minutes. First of all, this game's story is fantastic. There are a lot of great essays that covered this point already, but I still want to praise this game's narrative regardless. Yuri Lowenthal puts in an incredible performance as Peter Parker. There's so much emotion in his voice, and he gives off that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man vibe perfectly. I couldn't really imagine anyone else voicing Peter Parker. Peter's rogues gallery is also insane in this game. I love how balls to the wall they go with them. We get the entire Sinister Six in the first game, and we also get a fantastic rendition of a villain that not many people know of, and made him a formidable, compassionate, and threatening villain to face off against. The game's story is great, but for this video, I'm mostly just going to be focusing on the endgame content, because that's where I'm at in the game. The endgame content is just you being Spider-Man. You just do whatever you want. Swinging around the city, fighting criminals, taking selfies from unimaginable angles, vibing to the amazing soundtrack, watching the sunset. It's beautiful. Let me break down these components bit by bit, starting with the incredibly satisfying combat. Spider-Man packs a punch. Every hit sounds impactful, from both Spider-Man and the enemy NPCs. The sound effects are so well done, and this sucks you into the combat. And with the smooth animations, creative takedowns, variety of gadgets, element of stealth, choice of suit powers, variety of enemies, this is a combat system that you can get lost in for hours. There are so many ways you can approach combat in this game, and it makes you feel empowered and in control. The fact that you'll be swinging around the city and there's a random group of criminals that you have to beat up is great. It provides a break from the swinging, it gives you a well-crafted system to engage with. You'll be fighting criminals everywhere, on rooftops, in parks, in warehouses, on the streets, in a shop. It's a fantastically complex and well-designed system that players can engage with. But you can choose to ignore all of that and instead partake in my favorite activity in the game, swinging. What's there left to say about the swinging? It's simply spectacular. It makes you feel like Spider-Man. It makes you feel like you're actually swinging from a web. The swinging physics are tight and realistic. The amount of momentum that you can get gives you this rush of adrenaline and good feeling energy that puts a smile on your face. And New York is such a fun and vibrant sandbox to swing in. It's simply fantastic. The swinging is so simple yet intricate. I love the subtle animations I get when I swing around a corner, climb up a fire escape, or get a rare double web zip. The air tricks, the parkour, the point launches. This game has the most fun traversal mechanics, but it wouldn't be as enjoyable without the music. The music is mighty, it's uplifting, it's empowering, it's everything you want in a Spider-Man game. You could swing around the city for hours just listening to the soundtrack. There's a momentum to the music that perfectly complements the momentum of the swinging. The music adds so much to this already spectacular game, and I want to take this time to show some well-deserved love to the music composer, John Paisano, who composed all 27 soundtracks in the game. That is talent right there, and John's composed for other high-profile projects like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Did you know there are 3 Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies? He's also composed music for the Maze Runner movies. John's a busy guy, and he did an incredible job bringing this game to life with his music. But this game isn't just impressive auditorially, it's also impressive visually. The graphics are so good. I don't even have ray tracing turned on in my gameplay, but it still looks amazing regardless. And when you do turn ray tracing on, it's on a completely different level of beautiful. There's just so much detail put into this game, and everything just looks so good. And as someone who's always wanted to go to New York, this game allows me to live out that fantasy in a very enjoyable way. I mean, just look, there's so much going on screen. Each building feels unique and intricately designed. You just want to explore the entire map and bask in its beauty. And I'm pretty sure most of the places in this game are actual places in New York, and that is so impressive to me. They put so much detail into the streets of New York, even though half of the time, you'll be in the air and won't be able to see it. There are chipmunks in this game, and they have their own animations. It's just so well crafted, and is why I keep coming back to this game again and again, even though I've basically done everything. Because even though I may have done everything, I haven't seen everything. And so the replayability factor of Spider-Man 1, in my opinion, is very high. I just love sightseeing in this game, and apparently, Spider-Man 2 has even more destinations for us to explore, with its map being almost 2 times bigger than the first. In fact, everything seems to be bigger and better in the second game, which is baffling to me because Spider-Man 1 is already so good. But if what everyone is saying is true and they did improve on the swinging and the combat, then I can't wait to get my hands on Spider-Man 2 when it comes to PC. But in the meantime, while everyone with a PS5 is obsessing over Spider-Man 2, I thought it'd be nice to give the original game the spotlight as well. Because a lot of us don't have PS5s, and so a lot of us are still probably playing Spider-Man 1. And whenever a sequel to a game comes out, it's very easy to dismiss the original game in favor of the newer one. But us PC/laptop gamers are in a unique position where Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales are still the only things that we have. So we're still in a unique position where we can admire the improvements of the second game while still showing appreciation to the games before. Yes, we don't have the web wings, or the symbiote suits, or a larger map, but the things we do have are already spectacular. Thank you for watching. Hope this video brought a smile to your face, and I hope you have a wonderful day.